Alright guys, so I'll be changing the window screen, and this is how it's gonna be done. The first thing is that we gotta take the measurements. So this is a spot for where the screen goes. So I don't have a lip in here, so it goes straight. So the measurement is gonna be as close as possible for the width. So I'm gonna measure the width. So it's 34 and 3/8. 34 and 3/8. That's the width of the screen. That's the measurement that we want, okay? And for the length, it seems like if it's 59 and 1/4. I'm gonna take 1/8 off of 1/4. Okay, to make the new one. 59 and 1/4. And it's probably a little bit less than that, so it's probably 59 and 1/8. So 59 and 1/8. I'm just gonna double check. Okay guys, so we got the measurements of the screens, which it was 34 and 3/8 width by 59 and 1/8 length. This is the exact measurement, so it has to be smaller than that once you cut all the pieces. Now this is the kit that I purchased. Obviously you gotta make sure it'll fit your specifications. This is a 60-inch wide, so it does fit the specifications perfectly by 60 length, so I'm good. Alright, this kit comes with everything. It comes with the corners, it comes with the springs, handles, and a little rubber thing that it goes in the middle. I'll give you the name in a little while. Okay, and also you have to purchase the screen separately. Unfortunately, you gotta buy the screen separately, but we got it, so let's get started. Obviously the first thing we gotta do is we're gonna cut the plastic so that way we can get all the parts out of there. All the 4 parts. All right. Okay, so the first step is I'm gonna cut the length. Now the length, it counts for 59 and 1/8. Now to make up for the corners, the instruction says that we gotta reduce or take off from the measurement 1.5 inches. All right, from the measurement on each side, the length and the width. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so what's gonna be the measurement? All right, so the original size it's 59 and 1/8, right? 51 and 1/8. So I'm gonna take off 1 inch is 58 and 1/8. Now we're gonna take half an inch, then that's 4/8. That's 4/8, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the measurements, it should be 57 and 5/8. 57 and 5/8 is what it's called that we have to cut. All right. So 57 and 5/8. 57 and 5/8. I'm gonna write it down. 57 and 5/8 length. All right. Okay, so that's how much I should take on 2 of these. However, since I made the measurement, on a perfect, the perfect measurement, I'm gonna take 1/8 more. Okay, on each side. Alright, guys. So the measurement that I told you was 57 and 5/8. However, I'm gonna take a little bit more and I'm gonna land it on 57 and 1/2. So I took another, what is it, 1/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna land it at 57 and a half. Okay, this is all that we're gonna take, so that way we get the measurements that are supposedly needed. Okay, once you put the little mark, get a square. I'm gonna get a square. I'm gonna get a square and we're gonna make the mark so that we can make the cut straight. Now you can use a hacksaw. I don't like to use a hacksaw because I don't know, I was never able to do a clean cut with the hacksaw, so what I use is the cutter. All right, and we're gonna cut it. So we made the cut. If you have a screwdriver or something, you can clean up the edges, because this is where the corners are gonna be put in. Yeah, with a file, just clean the edges and try to make sure that the right here it's clean, because that's where the corners are gonna be put in. Now we made the measurements, or we did the specifications according to the instructions. Now here it comes the test. I'm gonna put one corner on both sides and just temporarily 2 pieces on both sides to make a square, to see if the measurements match the specifications that we need. Okay, because if you don't, if you make the whole screen and it's not the right size, you're gonna regret it. All right, so let me get. So I want you to take a look how this goes. If you see these little teats, they're gonna go on the side of the rubber band that we gonna insert it. So all we have to do is push it. All right, and I'm gonna put one corner on the other side. Then I'm gonna measure, and I'm gonna see if the measurement matches my specification. Okay, so I got the corners on both sides, and now I'm gonna measure it and see how that thing is gonna look. All right, so it came out to 59 inches. 59. What is the measurement that we have? 59 and 1/8. what did I say that I cut extra? 1/8 of an inch. So it's the perfect size. It came out really good, or as far as I know, the measurement that I assume is the correct one. The final test is when we install the frame, but I mean when we install it right there. So here again, it's 59 inches, and the measurement that I had, it was 59 and 1/8. So I think I'm good in here. All right. So I'm gonna cut another one exactly the same size as this one. All right. So let's get it done. I'm not gonna show you how to do it because it's the same thing. Okay. All right, guys. So the width, it calls for 34 and 3/8. 34 and 3/8. It's right here. So we're gonna get the 1.5 inches, but first I'm gonna get 1 inch off. So that's 33 and 3/8. All right. So now I'm gonna get the other 1/2 inch out. So it's 4/8. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So I ended up with 32 and 7/8. 32 and 7/8. 32 and 7/8. All right. 7/8. 32 and 7/8. Now on this one, I'm not gonna take a full 1/8 of an inch. I'm just gonna take 1/16 of an inch. So I ended up right here, right between the 32 and 34s and 32 and 7/8. All right. This is where I ended up. And so it's 32 and 13/16, the measurement that I'm gonna be cutting the other one. All right, so let's hope everything comes out all right, and let's cut it. 32 and 13/16. All right. Okay, guys. So as you can see, I put a mark at 32 and 13/16. It's right here. All right, so I'm gonna put the square right there. Make a line. Cut it straight as we can, and do one more, and that's it. All right, for now. Okay, guys. So I made the cut for the width, and I put the corners to do the measurement test, and I'm gonna measure it, and it ended up at what is it, 34, what is it, 34 and what, 34 and a quarter. 34 and a quarter. You're gonna see the measurements right here. 34 and 3/8 minus what I took. 34 and 3/8. Yeah, that's it. That's the size that I needed. All right, so that's the perfect size. So, all right, so yeah, so far we got the cuts that we needed. Now let's continue. All right, we're gonna continue with cutting the other side the same size, and then we got all 4 corners. Okay. All right, guys, so let's continue. I'm not gonna show you how to cut this one. All right, bye. Okay, guys, so I got all 4 corners ready to continue with the next step. Before, this is optional. It comes with springs. I don't know if you want springs or not. I do want them. So this is how you put it on there. All right, you slice it in, and then you slice this part right here in there, and that's how you got it in. Okay, hold on one second. I know the camera is kind of hard to catch it, but so I'm doing everything with one hand. Okay, Sorry, but I got it. It's right there. It's inside. I gotta put the other side. All right, and then form the square. I'll show you what I'm gonna put on the other corner, okay? So I'll be right with you. Let me put the spring on this side, okay? All right, so the frames comes with this slicer, or they call it splines. Anyway, to me it's just a little plastic rubber thing that it goes. This is what's gonna be holding the screen in place. So all you have to do is remove it from all corners. All right, and put them aside because you're gonna need them, of course. All right, put them aside, and just take all four corners, okay? Now the kit come with these pulls. These pulls, they go like this.
Okay.
On the opposite side of the springs. All right, you put them right there before putting the screen. Now you're gonna lay the screen that it falls on the sides, like 1 inch on each side, and it should be the perfect size. All right, so I'm gonna open it. So I want you to take a look at the screen. It's kind of hard for the camera to catch it because the background is brown, but I have it on a flat surface, which is the floor. And it is at least about 1 inch on each side. This is what the instructions call. I'm gonna come over to this side, and I am going to So I'm gonna put the screen and then I'm gonna insert the plastic, right? And with the roller, insert the by hand first. And then with the roller, softly, we're gonna push it in place. Okay. This it gets a little bit harder because this is the little push plastic. So we're gonna keep going, and basically does it by itself. I want you to see this. All right. Okay. Going. There's the push. It's a little bit tougher right there, but you gotta stick it in anyway. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So it came out pretty straight. I'm gonna cut the X's, and we're pretty much set on one corner. Okay. Try to pull this screen a little bit so that way it can get straight, and I'm gonna start on this other corner, okay, lengthwise. Okay, and okay, so I'm just gonna start it with my finger nail. And then with the roller, as you can see. And just do it all the way around. So now that I got the spine, or whatever it's called, all the way in, it's inserted. all we have to do is cut with a sharp knife the excess at the very edge on all corners, all the way around, not around but the square. and that's it, guys. This completes the job. It's easy, and you save quite a bit of money. So let me cut all the sides. You'll do it too, and I'll be back with you.